Hey guys, Maria here. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a tutorial, but also just kind of a get ready with me on the look I'm planning to wear around Thanksgiving this year. We have two different Thanksgiving dinners between my husband's family and my family, so I might switch things up a little bit because they're on two different days this year. But I thought this would be kind of fun to do. I'm going to flip my collar down here. Um, and I just wanted to show you. This is going to be a talk through. I'm not going to speed this up or anything. So if you don't like those kind of get ready with me's, I'm really sorry, but that's just what I'm going to do for today. I'm going to start with, this is just a lip balm tint from e.l.f. in the shade Peach. Just gives a little bit of hydration to my lips. And then I always like to start with a primer. I'm using Urban Decay's Primer Potion. Bringing that all the way across my lids. And I always take some of mine under my eyes as well to help keep my concealer on all day. And I also think it helps prevent creasing. I haven't really mentioned it, but I did chop all my hair off. As you can see, it's fairly short now. I really like it. I feel like this is a lot more me. My husband prefers my hair longer, but I don't really love it that way. I'm using my e.l.f. Mineral Foundation. This is in the shade Porcelain. And I'm just taking the buffing brush from Real Techniques. My skin is looking pretty good for me today. Like, this is good for my skin. So I don't really feel like it's necessary to cover it up with heavy makeup. So I'm not going to. I do like to work with this foundation in layers. I think that is the best way to get a really natural look with it, but you can also build up the coverage. So I kind of just swirl my brush in, tap off any excess, and then do a second layer wherever I feel like I need it. The weather has been so bad in Kentucky lately. Like, we had snow last week, and then the temperature has just stayed really low, like in the 30s all week. It's been so cold, and I'm filming this on the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and it's like 60 today, so that's pretty nice. But I think there was some kind of weird weather change that caused the nice warm weather, and it's kind of thrown my body for a loop because I woke up with a really bad headache. I feel good with that. Luckily, my headache's going away, but my tummy, that's not a word. My tummy is still kind of weird. Okay, grabbing my Bare Minerals concealer. This is in the shade Bisque, and I've been liking using, this is just the Expert Face Brush, and I just take a little bit. This is a powder concealer, and I just take that and swirl it into the lid, and then use it to kind of help cover up any darkness under my eyes. Same thing on the other side. I do find this is a little too pink tone for my face. I can kind of get away with it under my eyes, but if I use it on a blemish or something, you can really tell that it doesn't match very good. I'm also taking the setting powder from Tarte. This is Smooth Operator, and I'm just working it into this brush and kind of setting it really good. I'm going to take a little bit of Mineral Veil. This is just the original Mineral Veil. And dust some of that out into the cap. And I'm using the blush brush from Real Techniques. And mainly I just need to focus this in my T-zone. Whatever's left on the brush after I get done with that, I take around the rest of my face. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and contour. I am using Benefit's Hula Bronzer here. And my phone goes off every time I film. I'm sorry. I know that looks really crazy right now. Grabbing a kabuki brush. This one's from e.l.f. I really like it. I'm just blending that in to my skin a little better. Yep, that looks fine. And then I think today I'm going to use this blush from e.l.f. I haven't used this in a while, but I think it's a really good color for the holidays. This is in the shade Berry Mary. And I'm just going to grab my blush brush back there. This is a pretty pigmented shade of blush, so I always tap it off. It's a really nice, kind of plummy berry shade. And I think it'll go pretty good with the look I'm going for today. I am going to blend it together just so everything looks pretty seamless and no weird lines. Alright, and I think I'm ready to start on the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows real quick. Got some baby hairs that are sticking up all over the place there. Let's see. I've been using my MAC 208 for gel liner, and it's dirty, so I'm not going to use it for my brows, but I'm going to just take this angled shadow brush. It's a little bit thicker than the 208, and I'm just using, this is a kind of a medium ashy brown shade from NYX. You can just do your brows however you like to do them if you're using this as a tutorial. That looks pretty good to me. And I'm just going to comb through to kind of evenly distribute. And then I'm taking my clear brow gel from Anastasia. and just setting those in place. Alright, so next I'm using a base. My eyeshadows crease really easily. I have oily lids, so I like to use a base of some kind to help prevent that. This is Maybelline's Color Tattoo. This is in the shade Barely Beige, but I think the shade Barely Branded is the same. It's just renamed basically. So you can use that. I'm just using the brush that came in my Naked 2 palette. I don't really like sticking my fingers down in these pots. And I find these apply a little bit more evenly with a brush. So that's pretty good. Next, I'm just going to take a basic shadow brush. It's just kind of like a flat brush. This is from e.l.f. You can get it for $1. And today I'm using my Lorac Pro palette. I haven't played with this in a little while, and I thought this would be a good choice to take home for the holidays because there's a lot of different shades to choose from. So if I do want to do something different, I can, and it would be really easy to do that. I think I'm going to try using the mirror that came with this. Might be a little bit easier for me to do it and you guys to still see. I'm going to start with the color Sand, which is right here. And it's just kind of like a really light goldeny shade. These shadows are kind of powdery, but they're really pigmented, so you want to tap your brush off just a little bit. And I'm just taking this across my entire lid. Something on my eye there, so get that off. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take, let's see, I think I'm gonna take the shade Fawn, which is right here. It's just like a really good blending color for the crease. It's a matte color, just kind of a peachy shade, but not too pink, I guess I could say. And I'm just running that through my crease to give me something to blend over. That really helps the color to not stick so much to your skin when you're trying to blend, and it looks a lot more even in the application. Okay, this is a shader brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take, I didn't plan this ahead of time, I'm just thinking about what I would want to do. I think I'm going to take the shade Maroon, which actually to me looks a lot more brown than maroon, but we'll see what it looks like on the lids, I guess. And this is actually the first time I'm using it, so you're going to get like a first impression kind of thing. Tapping off the excess. And I'm going to pull this through most of my crease, starting with my brush horizontally. And then I'm going to turn the brush vertically. And drag it the rest of the way through my crease. And you can see there's a good amount of fallout there. I'm going to get the other eye before I worry about cleaning that up too much. I'm pretty much just picking up any powder that I tapped off the first time I dipped into that shade because there was quite a bit. So I'm just grabbing the brush I used with that Tarte setting powder for under my eyes, because it still has some product on it, and dusting away any excess powder. I'm going to come back in with that Sonia Kashuk blending brush and just really blend to make it a lot more of a seamless transition between my brow bone and my crease color. I'm going to do the other side. And I'm going to come back in with that fawn shade a little bit, just to ease the blending. So that's where I'm at right now. You can see we did lose some of our sand color that we applied first. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of that and come back in to brighten it up. Same thing on the other side. This color is really, really pigmented to be such a light shade. I'm going to grab my blending brush one more time and run it back through. So I'm pretty happy with kind of how it looks right now, but I'm not done yet. I'm going to grab just like a little, what do you call this? They call it a crease brush. I think there's a different name for it, but that's okay. And I'm gonna grab the shade Granite, which is right here. And I'm just gonna pick up some of that on my brush. And I'm gonna work that into the outer third of my crease. I'll grab a little bit more. And then I'm going to bring it down and kind of create a V on the outer part of my lid. So I'm just dragging that down towards my lash line. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Grabbing my crease brush here and blending it out. I really like the way that looks. So I'm going to set this to the side for now because I think I'm pretty much done with that. I like the way it looks and I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'm going to grab, this is from Pacifica. It's just a really warm brown eyeliner, and I'm just going to run that under my lash line on my bottom lashes. And then I'm grabbing my MAC 208 and my MAC Black Track Fluid Liner. This is currently the eyeliner I'm trying to use up, so that's what I'll be continuing to use. And I'm just working a little bit of this. I hope you guys can see in my shot here. Thought it was raining for a second. I think it's just wind. But I'm just working this along my lash line here. I'm not doing anything too crazy because it is just like holiday dinner with my family. So I don't need like a huge winged liner or anything like that. Doing the same thing over here. Looks pretty good, pretty even to me. And then I'm going to apply some mascara. I am currently using the Perversion mascara from Urban Decay. I really like it. It's really good at volumizing. I just can't get over how much I really love this mascara. It's so good. I'm using my Lash Discovery from Maybelline on my bottom lashes. One of the things I really like about this mascara is that if you mess up, like I have some excess mascara under my eye there, I'm just gonna grab a little brush. I'm trying to find one I want to use. I'm gonna use this brush here and just come in, and it flakes off pretty good, I think. So all that I really still need to do, I think I'll do a little bit of highlighter. I'm going to highlight my inner corner. This is Benefits What's Up. And then I'm going to grab this brush from MAC. This is a MAC 190, and I like to use this for highlighter. And I'm just going to highlight along my cheekbone there, just to give myself, a little glow. A little, hey, it's the holidays kind of glow. And then I'm going to take that down my nose just a little. And I think that just pretty much leaves lip color. Personally, for the holidays, I like to do a red. I just think it's really fun and festive and holiday-like. But with Thanksgiving, I'm going to be eating, and I don't really want to have to reapply stuff. So I'm just going to go with one of my favorites. This is a matte cream sheen. The shade is Peach Blossom. It's just a neutral kind of color. And that's the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoy, um, and I hope you guys have a really great holiday with your friends and family. Let me know what you thought of this look. If you give it a try, I would love to see it. You can tag me on Instagram. My username's below. It's the same as my YouTube name, Maria Makes Up. But I will see you guys very soon. Bye.